Rectal cancer, causes and when to see a doctor. Rectal cancer is a kind of cancer that starts as a growth of cells in the rectum. The rectum is the last several inches of the large intestine. It starts at the end of the final segment of the colon and ends when it reaches the short, narrow passage known as the anus. Cancer inside the rectum and cancer inside the colon are often referred to together as colorectal cancer. While rectal and colon cancers are similar in many ways, their treatments are quite different. This is mainly because the rectum is barely separated from other organs and structures. It sits in a tight space that can make surgery to remove rectal cancer complex. Rectal cancer treatment often involves surgery to remove the cancer. Other treatments may include chemotherapy, radiation, or a combination of the two. Targeted therapy and immunotherapy also may be used. Symptoms. Rectal cancer may not cause symptoms early on. Symptoms of rectal cancer usually happen when the disease is advanced. Symptoms of rectal cancer in both men and women include a change in bowel habits such as diarrhea, constipation, or a more frequent need to pass stool, a feeling that the bowel does not empty completely, abdominal pain, rectal bleeding, which may make stool look dark maroon or bright red in color, narrow stool, weight loss that happens without trying, weakness or fatigue, a lump in the rectum which may be found during a medical exam. While rectal bleeding can be a sign of rectal cancer, it's often due to other causes such as swollen veins in the rectum called hemorrhoids. Generally, bleeding related to hemorrhoids is bright red and happens during or after bowel movements, while bleeding related to cancer may be dark or bright red and happen at any time. If you notice bleeding, it's important to see a healthcare professional and get checked because it is difficult to tell the difference between these two conditions. Causes. The exact cause of most rectal cancers is not known. Rectal cancer happens when cells in the rectum develop changes in their DNA. A cell's DNA holds the instructions that tell a cell what to do. In healthy cells, the DNA gives instructions to grow and multiply at a set rate. The instructions tell the cells to die at a set time. In cancer cells, the DNA changes give different instructions. The changes tell the cancer cells to make many more cells quickly. Cancer cells can keep living when healthy cells would die. This causes too many cells. The cancer cells might form a mass called a tumor. The tumor can grow to invade and destroy healthy body tissue. In time, cancer cells can break away and spread to other parts of the body. When cancer spreads, it's called metastatic cancer. Although rectal cancer can spread to almost any organ, the liver and lungs are most commonly affected. The majority of rectal cancers are adenocarcinomas. Adenocarcinoma is cancer that starts in gland cells, also called glandular cells. Gland cells are found all over the body, including in the rectum. When to see a doctor. Make an appointment with your doctor or other healthcare professional if you have any symptoms that worry you. Complications. Rectal cancer can lead to complications including bleeding in the rectum. Rectal cancer often causes bleeding in the rectum. Sometimes the amount of blood is worrying. and treatment might be needed to stop it right away. Intestinal obstruction. Rectal cancer can grow to block the intestines. This prevents stool from leaving the body. Surgery to remove the cancer often relieves an obstruction. If you can't have surgery right away, you might need other treatments to ease the blockage. Intestinal perforation. Rectal cancer may cause a tear in the intestines. Perforation typically requires surgery. Risk factors. Factors that may increase the risk of rectal cancer are the same as those that increase the risk of colon cancer. Colorectal cancer risk factors include a personal history of colorectal cancer or polyps. Your risk of colorectal cancer is higher if you have already had rectal cancer, colon cancer, or adenomatous polyps. Black race. Black people in the United States have a greater risk of colorectal cancer than do people of other races. Diabetes. People with type 2 diabetes may have an increased risk of colorectal cancer. Drinking alcohol. Heavy drinking increases the risk of colorectal cancer. A diet low in vegetables. Colorectal cancer may be related to diet. Low in vegetables and high in red meat. Family history of colorectal cancer. You are more likely to develop colorectal cancer if you have a parent, sibling, or child with colon or rectal cancer. Inflammatory bowel disease. Chronic inflammatory diseases of the colon and rectum, such as ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease, increase your risk of colorectal cancer. Inherited syndromes that increase colorectal cancer risk. In some families, DNA changes passed from parents to children may increase the risk of colorectal cancer. These changes are involved in only a small percentage of rectal cancers. Inherited syndromes may include familial adenomatous polyposis, also known as FAP, and Lynch syndrome. Genetic testing can detect this and other rarer inherited colorectal cancer syndromes. Excess weight. People with obesity have an increased risk of colorectal cancer compared with people considered to be at a healthy weight. Older age. Colorectal cancer can be diagnosed at any age, but most people with this type of cancer are older than 50. The rates of colorectal cancer in people younger than 50 have been increasing, but healthcare professionals are not sure why. Radiation therapy for previous cancer. Radiation therapy directed at the abdomen to treat previous cancers may increase the risk of colorectal cancer. Smoking. People who smoke may have an increased risk of colorectal cancer. Too little exercise. If you are inactive, you are more likely to develop colorectal cancer. Getting regular physical activity may reduce your risk of cancer. Treatment. Rectal cancer is often curable, especially when found early. Even some cancers that have spread may be curable with the right treatment approach. Treatment may begin with surgery to remove the cancer. If the cancer grows larger or spreads to other parts of the body, treatment might start with medicine and radiation instead. Your healthcare team considers many factors when creating a treatment plan. These factors may include your overall health, the type and stage of your cancer, and your preferences. Surgery. Surgery to remove the cancer can be used alone or in combination with other treatments. Chemotherapy. Chemotherapy treats cancer with strong medicines. Chemotherapy medicines are typically used before or after surgery in people with rectal cancer. Chemotherapy is often combined with radiation therapy and used before an operation to shrink a large cancer so that it is easier to remove with surgery. Radiation therapy. Radiation therapy treats cancer with powerful energy beams. The energy can come from X-rays, protons, or other sources. For rectal cancer, radiation therapy is most often done with a procedure called external beam radiation. During this treatment, you lie on a table while a machine moves around you. The machine directs radiation to precise points on your body. Combined chemotherapy and radiation. Combination chemotherapy and radiation therapy may enhance the effectiveness of each treatment. Combined chemotherapy and radiation may be the only treatment you receive, or combined therapy can be used before surgery. Combining chemotherapy and radiation treatments may increase side effects. Targeted therapy. Targeted therapy for cancer is a treatment that uses medicines that attack specific chemicals in the cancer cells. By blocking these chemicals, targeted treatments can cause cancer cells to die. Immunotherapy. Immunotherapy for cancer is a treatment with medicine that helps the body's immune system kill cancer cells. The immune system fights off diseases by attacking germs and other cells that should not be in the body. Cancer cells survive by hiding from the immune system. Immunotherapy helps the immune system cells find and kill the cancer cells.